There we go.
Are we filming? We're recording.
So, yes, we are. All right, so I'm going to show you, Nancy, how to make hexagons. Okay. First thing I did, I have a template. You can buy these, but I print a template off, and I'll send you the link to print off whatever size hexagons you want. These are 1.5 inches. Okay. And they come out, when you put them together, if you put it like a flower, they'll come out looking like this. But I also have some 3.5 inch ones that I used for an I Spy quilt. Just larger because you want to be able to see the pictures on them. Anyway, you can make any size you want. Do stop it. You can make it any size you want. Okay, I've seen whole quilts made out of 1/4 of an inch, which that would drive me crazy. That'd be about the size of my end of my thumb. All right, anyway, so I print off these hexagon templates in a sheet and cut them out. Okay, to me it's worth it, and it's on cardstock, and I can reuse them if I want. Then I use my handy dandy hole punch, and I punch a hole in every one of them. Okay, this is great stuff to do while you're watching a movie or something. Okay, so after I have those, I have my fabric that I've cut into approximately, as you can see, they're not all the same size, approximately 2-inch squares. Okay, something that's going to be big enough to cover my template. All right, so I'm going to take my 2-inch square and my template and center it in the middle. Get my little sock monkey pin cushion here, and I pin it down. Okay, now it's all ready for me to do something with. All right, to me this is the easiest way to. I've seen lots of different demonstrations. So all I do is fold down the side, one side, and the next side. I'm going to work around that pin. Make sure you don't poke yourself. No blood on the quilt, remember? And all I do is, first rule of quilting, no blood on the quilt, is do 2 stitches just like that and tack it down. Okay, I'm going to do that all the way around. Just fold it down, stitch it, whoops, okay, fold it down, see, 2 little stitches, just tacking it, making sure to not catch the paper. Some of the directions and other people's, they go do the paper. To me it's not necessary. It's a little extra step. They'll also come back and cut out this basting. I do not cut this out either, I just leave it. Okay, when I come around here I'm going to take out my pin so I don't sew it inside. Okay, fold it one more, well actually 2 more times. Do 2 stitches, 1, and the last corner. Okay. Okay, another good thing to do during a movie, this quilt is great. You can take it in pieces when you're waiting in the doctor's office or wherever. Okay, just did a slip knot, cut it off. Okay, so there's a hexagon. There's one. Now later, one of the YouTubes I saw suggested after you're done, you can come back and cut some of this off. I never did, never even thought about it actually. Okay, now over here, you see, now don't move the camera. You hold the camera. Over here, I have a whole pile. I'll get a whole bag of these. And all I'm going to do, when it comes time to stitch them together, is put right sides together. The quilt I'm working on now has no pattern to it. It's not like this pretty flower one. It's just all thrown together. And all I'm going to do right now is, I think my cameraman's getting tired here, is whip stitch this together all the way down. Okay. I'm going to do this quickly. Normally I would do it a little bit more neatly than this, but we don't want the video to last forever. Okay. Whip stitch, still being careful to not catch that paper, okay? Because we're going to deal with that paper in a little while. Okay, so whip stitch together. So all I would do next, got too much background there. All I would do next is take the next one, put 2 sides together, whip stitch it here, put it up, fold it down, and whip stitch it together there. And then eventually, the one I'm working on now ends up looking like this. Okay? So the paper, once I've sewn all the way around to where this hexagon has some support from all the other ones, I can turn it over, take the pointed end of my scissors, and pop it out. Stick it in the pile to reuse it. Then eventually they'll all come out, put the batting in, put the backing on, and quilt it. And you can quilt it many ways. Those you can find on YouTube. I'm not going to show you how to quilt it. I think that's it. Good luck. If you've got any questions, well, yeah, I wouldn't know how to answer you. Okay, happy quilting.